Hey guys, YouTube Dad here, and today I started on a new journey. I've been doing the whole video game thing, John Deere and gardening. I'm going to continue with the John Deere and the gardening. Video game I'm putting off to the side. In the meantime, I'm going to start working on myself, which includes new workout regimen, which I didn't have an old one, so I have a new one because it's new to me. I used to work out when I was much younger, but I'm going to start working on myself. My self-image, how I look, how I feel, energy. I'm 44 years old. I'm a dad of two little boys, 7 and 6, and I got to keep up with them. So I went out, did some research, found some good supplements that I'm going to go over today and break down what I'm going to do and how I'm going to progress. I'm going to try to do a weekly video of what I'm doing, my progress, what I think, what I'm doing for diet. I'm really going to go through a lot of detail, a lot of research, some scientific stuff. I'm a nurse, so I work in the ICU. I do a lot of long days with poor eating, poor hydration. I'm going to try to fix all that. Tell you my tricks, my tips, everything like that. So in the meantime, I'm going to go through these supplements. They're tailored for energy, recovery, strength, and also mental clarity for my age and my lifestyle. So let's get to it. Let's take a look. Hey guys, YouTube Dad here. And we're going to be changing the gears from our previous topics, John Deere, gardening, video games. We're going to be changing those topics a little bit. And I'm actually going to do a playlist solely on bettering ourselves, working out, diet, supplements, those type of things. I've been neglecting that for years. I haven't worked out in many years. Haven't ate right in many years. I used to be an engineering consultant. I used to weigh 280 pounds. I was bursting out of my clothes. That was the last time I really worked out and changed my diet. Met my wife. Started eating somewhat healthier, a lot of fish products and everything, but I still eat junk food. Still have things that I can do to better the way I feel about myself and the way I look. So that's going to be my goal. I'm 44 years old. There's a lot of things that are changing in life as we get older. Testosterone drops, our cortisol levels go up because we're working harder in stressful areas of our life, dealing with the rushing of, our day to day. I mean, life has gotten so busy and so fast paced that all we do is run, run, run. So sometimes we got to step back, look at ourselves. In the meantime, I'm going to talk about the supplements that I'm actually going to be taking that I did research on and explain to you what they do, how they benefit you, and that way maybe you can incorporate those into your life. Stay tuned. Let's take a look. All right, first things first is our foundation. We're going to be talking about OptiMen multivitamin for active men. Supports muscle health and immunity. This stuff fills the nutritional gaps when we're not necessarily eating the greatest. And it's, increased physical stress. This helps fill those gaps. It supports the immune system, as I said, testosterone and energy levels. It does help with the B vitamins, which support metabolism and natural energy production. And it's a great daily foundation, especially when your diet is not perfect and clean, as they say. This stuff here really works out great. It says to take three per day. I do not do that. I do 2 in the morning, 1 in the evening before bed. If I take 3, my pee is completely yellow. It's a waste of nutrients in my book. So I try to spread that out throughout the day. That way I'm keeping those nutrients in my system. And as you see, turn your head a little bit, you can see all the nutrients that are in this bottle. I mean, you got manganese, magnesium, you got all your B's, all your A's. You have a whole slew of nutrients that you're taking in. All your amino acids as well. So this is a great supplement to add onto our everyday routine. OptiMen works wonders. I really like that stuff. The next stuff I'm going to be talking about is going to be our L-sertraline malate 2-in-1. This here, I wrote a little note on it. That way I don't forget. Take 30 to 45 minutes before workout. Some people say 30 to 60, some say 30 to 45. This is an unflavored 196 servings, 600 grams per serving of this stuff. What it does, it boosts nitric oxide And it also improves that blood flow for better pumps, endurance, and recovery in your system as you work out. It also helps with post-workout soreness. Good for heart health and circulation as we age. And like I said, best taken 30 to 45 minutes before working out. It does recommend on here 1 scoop, but I've done some reading. They say to do 2 scoops. Get you 6 to 8 grams in there, so that's 2 scoops for me. I just started taking this week. We'll see how it works out. And also the way it looks on the inside is very micronized, very white, very powdery. Can get everywhere. I got it unflavored. That way I can mix it with orange juice or whatever. Fruit juice, cherry juice, all that. The sugary content that are natural sugars that they help get this into the gut, increase insulin, increase the breakdown, get into your bloodstream a lot faster. Our next up is going to be the L-glutamine powder. This also is a flavorless, as you see, pure power, nitrogen transportation, and immune support amino acids. What this does, this actually helps support muscle recovery and immune function, aids in gut health, especially under a stressful time, or if you're doing a ton of protein products. If you get a high protein diet, this will help out with the gut. And it can also help reduce soreness and improve tissue healing, especially useful in intense training, and if you're in a calorie deficit phase too. So it really helps out. Wrote my little note on here, post-workout or before bed, 1 rounded teaspoon, you get right around 500 milligrams of L-glutamine free form. So we'll see how that one does. I have not had any stomach issues with any of these as of yet. Next up is going to be our bulksupplements.com clean and pure bulk supplement. This is our creatine monohydrate micronized. As you see, I got another note on here, after workout. All right, so there is a loading phase with this. For the first 5 days roughly, you're going to do 4 doses of 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons, so that's a total of 8 tablespoons throughout the day, and about 6 to 10 ounces of water. Again, I mix this with everything else that I'm taking, as far as like fruit juice. I mix it in smoothies, mix it with my protein powders, whatever. I got this flavorless as well. That way I don't have to mimic the flavor before I mix it or drink it separately. I actually put this in my coffee this morning. Not super hot, but because if it's super hot, it can denature the stuff and damage it where it doesn't work as well. So do it in lukewarm. So what creatine does for us, it helps increases the power and muscle growth, supports brain health, and may slow down age-related muscle loss as well. Some of it's, a lot of research has gone into the creatine, and they now say that it is safe and very well studied, even in the long term. Like I said, daily use. Once you're done with that loading dose, you're going to go to daily dose, 2 teaspoons a day, no matter what. All right, so that's the key for your creatine. You got to load up on it. Next up is going to be our whey protein. This is some delicious stuff. This is ISO 100 hydrogenized protein powder. This is a huge container, big container. I'm 6'4". It's a big container. It tastes identical to a Reese's peanut butter cup. It is so delicious. I really like it. This is right around 5 pounds of this stuff. This has a lot of your amino acids in it as well. Yet again, another note, post-workout or first thing in the morning. I also do like overnight oats. I make my own. I don't buy them. I make my own. And I put protein powder in it. I'm going to start putting this in it as well. This is 120 calories, so a very low calorie intake there. 25 grams of protein, low cholesterol. Low cholesterol, low sodium. It's not too bad. Very low fat content. The absorption is fast. It's ideal for your post-workout type nutrition to try to get that protein into the system and for the muscles to grow. As far as how it looks powdery and it tastes delicious. All right, our next up is going to be a supplement I've actually been taking for the past, I'd say about 2 or 3 months. I really like it. This is saffron and your ashwagandha, as well as St. John's wort and Rhodiola rosea and L-theanine and 5-HTP. So this is an adaptogen blend. What it does, it helps with mood support, especially in stressful times. Everybody's work is stressful to some extent, and you can gain weight due to cortisol levels. So what this does, it actually helps reduce that stress and gives mental clarity, increased testosterone, cortisol balance, and stamina. The L-theanine promotes calm focus without drowsiness, and it's great for daily stress control. Or even in the evenings to wind down. It has helped people go to sleep. It helps them have a full night's sleep without any supplements like your Abilifys or Zoloft or anything like that. This really works. Now the key to this is you need to check with your doctor too. You really do, because some of this stuff can interact with your normal medications that you're on, such as St. John's wort, can really interfere with those. So check with your doctors before you partake in this. All right, so this is my workout regimen. Supplements, and I'm going to give them a try. I'm really happy with the research that I've done on these and the flavors of them. I've been taking them for the past 2 to 3 days already, and like I said, the vitamins I've been taking for a little while, so I'm curious to see how they really benefit me. I do feel like I have a lot more energy. I do have 2 little boys, like a 7 and a 6-year-old, and they will run you ragged. Like I said, I'm 44 years old, so I'm trying to keep up with them, stay energetic, be healthy, not only for myself and my wife, but also for them, so I can be around for a much longer time. I will be talking about diet. I will be talking about workout routines. I will show you what I'm doing for food, for everything like that. I work in the medical field, so it's long hours, 12-hour days, not always the best food available. So I'm going to tell you how I'm going to mitigate that and go from there. In the meantime, guys, it's YouTube Dad. If you like my channel, if you like my videos, I know this is new and different. I'm still getting used to talking about working out, talking about how I can better myself, usually talking about equipment or something growing. Now it's time to focus on ourselves. Let's do this. Let's get healthy, stay strong. And if you're cutting grass, keep mowing. If you're growing veggies, use those in this diet. Stay outside, stay active. That's the key thing. Stay active, keep moving. Don't stop. All right, guys, till next time, take care.